Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today's video is going to be a video on my face makeup routine. I'm sorry that I never include it in my videos. It's just that I tried to include it and it came out to 36 minutes long, and it was hell trying to like trim it and get it into fitting mode, and it was just chaos. So today's video is going to be strictly just my face makeup routine. This routine is what I use in all of my videos. I always use the same makeup routine for my face. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload. And don't forget to join my 700 subscriber giveaway. The info will be down in the description bar below. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the very first thing that I use in my face routine is my primer. This is the mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment. This is by Cover FX, and I personally really love this. So if you have oily skin just like me, I'm kind of dry in some areas, but this doesn't over dry your face. So if you're like a even combination skin, you'll freaking love this. I love this primer. So what I do is I just get a good amount. And I also noticed that it blurs out some of my pores that I didn't even know I had. So I basically just rub it in my fingers, put it on my nose, on my cheeks, on my chin, my cupid's bow. I put it all over my face because like I'm legit like an oily mess. So I'm gonna get a little bit more so I can put it on my forehead. This comes out. Okay, so I'm just putting this on my forehead. This like doesn't take away all of your oils, but it doesn't make you look like a greasy mess, and it doesn't make you look super dry, because I've had a primer that made me super dry to the point that I have patches all over my face whenever I applied my foundation on top. So I really like this primer though. This primer is really good. If you don't want to look too oily but too matte either, you just want to look like glowy, like a very natural kind of glow, then this primer is definitely for you. Okay, so the next thing I do is I go in with my foundation. So the foundation that I use in almost all of my videos is Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. If this will focus. This is a foundation I use for everything. I don't know why it's not focusing on it. This foundation is like bomb. It lasts a crap load long. Like I've legit, I don't recommend you do this, but when I do sleep with my makeup on and I'm too lazy to take it off, the next day it'll look just as good. Like it would not clog up my pores. It doesn't do any of that. This is a very mattifying foundation, so that's why I don't like, you can't do super matte with super matte, you know. So your primer, I do it, that's why I got that primer, because it wasn't like super drying. But I really recommend this foundation. I'm in the shade Rattan. I think I said that right. And yeah, so the brush that I always use for my foundation is my Morphe M439 brush, which is kind of dirty right now. I'm trying to like get it to like buff out. Sometimes I do use my beauty blender, but I'm always like switching it out between my beauty blender and my M439 brush. This is what it looks like, by the way. So it's just a round brush. So I'm just applying this. I'm gonna get my mirror, and I like to just buff it in. I think that this foundation is like a little tad too dark for me now, because it used to be my perfect match, but whenever I did go to get color matched or whatever, I did go during like mid-summer, so I got like a little darker than I would normally be in the winter. If you didn't know, your skin does change colors with the seasons. Because I feel like it's like too orangey for me now, and it didn't used to be. But it's still my holy grail, and I always, like always, get complimented on my foundation, like, oh my god, what foundation are you wearing? And I'm like, girl, you need to try the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's like really full coverage and stuff like that. The only thing is that I feel like my skin isn't as oily as it used to be, so I may need to go buy a more dewy primer. Sorry, I'm like totally blocking y'all off. I feel like this video is going to be a lot shorter than my normal videos. Maybe. It's 35 minutes long. Just like that. Bring it down to your neck. Put a little bit on your ears. Just like that. Alright, so after I apply my foundation, I go in with my concealer. So the concealer I like to use is the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. I actually want to try the Tarte Shape Tape. I haven't tried it. Don't get on me. Sorry I burped. Excuse me. So I like to use this one. I like this one because it's not sticky and oily. Like some are a little bit too sticky and just a hot mess. But I feel like this one is like the perfect like formula for my under eyes. It's not too dry and it's not too oily. It's just perfect. I'm in the shade Light Neutral. So I'm gonna go. I've literally been using this concealer for the longest, but I'm thinking about going a little bit lighter than this one because I feel like it's too close to my foundation shade. I feel like it's like a lot like more orangey than it used to be. I feel like it used to be like a lot lighter. I don't know if they like changed the formula or whatever, because I could have sworn this was a lot lighter than this, but whatever. I'll probably just go with the lighter shade whenever I run out of that one. So to blend out my concealer, I always use this same brush, and this is a Morphe MB6. So I like to just tap it in, bring it down, bring it up around my eyebrow. Dab, dab, dab. I always dab it in. Dab, 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 dab. Like I said, sometimes I do use my beauty blender, but 9 out of 10 I will always use a brush. I only use like my beauty blender whenever I'm too lazy to like wash my brushes, but for the most part I'm always using a brush. I never put concealer on my forehead, my nose, my chin, and all of that. I feel like my nose is kind of perfect the way it is. That's just my personal opinion. And I feel like my forehead is a good size. What I do use also to like make it darker up there is a blush. So now what I use is my Beaterra bronzer brush. This is a huge bronzer brush, but this is what I use to set my under eyes. So I like to go in with my Laura Mercier powder. I freaking love this. I literally run out so quick on this. It's crazy. So I just tap my brush in, tap off the excess, and I literally just tap it in to set my under eye, and then I just buff it all over my face. This just sets your foundation in place so that it doesn't move and so that you can stay matte. It mattifies, it adds a little filter to your face, and yeah. Alright. Alright, so the next thing I do is I grab my Morphe E41, this huge brush, and I just tap off. So what I do is I take this brush, this is the Morphe 530 brush, and I go in with my MAC Blunt blush. I've had this like for the longest time ever. So I just tap it in there, tap off the excess, and I put this right here. And I do it with really light strokes, and I don't bring it all the way in, I just bring it about halfway. I bring it up, I bring it to my forehead with whatever product I have left on my brush. Just like that. So whenever I'm done with that, on a daily basis, I won't really add blush, but if I do add blush, it's Authentic by Tarte, in case you want to know. So now I would go in with highlight. So for highlight, I like to use Opal by Becca. So I like to, this obviously has been used and abused. Okay, so the brush I like to apply my highlight with is the Morphe 310. I've had this brush for like over a year already, so like the numbers are like wearing off, but thanks to this video I'll always remember. Okay, so I like to smile. This lets me know where to put my highlight. I like to smile, and then I put it right in the chunkiest part, and then I just drag it. And what I like to do also is bring it up. I freaking like love this highlighter. Let's just go to the other side and drag it up, and then I go like that. Put some on the tip of my nose, on my Cupid's bow. Just like that, and then I go in with lipstick and all that good stuff. So now I'm going to grab my setting spray. This is a Cover FX mattifying setting spray. I've been like obsessed with this for a while. I feel like it actually keeps you matte, but not too matte. Like, it's just like the primer, it's not too mattifying. So I'm gonna shake it up well, and then whew, I really love like the setting spray. Setting spray is a very important step in your makeup. So if you're not using a setting spray or a primer, girl, you need to, because setting spray makes everything sink into the skin. Alright, so I'm gonna go apply some lipstick and I'll be right back. Alright, my love, so this is the finished look. This is how I do my face routine. So if you ever see my videos, just know I literally use the same face routine all the time. I always use the same face routine. Lipstick is Rico by Stila liquid lipsticks, and I don't know what's up with me. I like non-stop burping. Sorry. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you in some way, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, get this video a huge thumbs up, and join my giveaway. So I'll see you on my next one, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.